Good evening to you from Trust Arena in Henderson, Auckland, New Zealand. It's the final of the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational 2013. Malaysia up against Australia. The Harimau Malaya and the Futsal Roos to determine the winner of a week-long futsal tournament. The two Asian sides have knocked out all before them. New Zealand earlier claimed third, defeating Tahiti 1-0. And we're bringing you the action live here on OFC TV, Summit Sports, and also broadcasting to the Solomon Islands TTV. A very warm welcome to you. Small but vocal contingent of Malaysian supporters is here to back their team, almost making it like an away game for Australia. The formality of the anthems concluded, and the pre-match handshakes taking place. This promises to be a memorable final. Malaysia have shone throughout. They had to do it the hard way to get here. They beat Tahiti 4-3 on penalties after being level 3-all after extra time in a classic encounter last night. And they should find themselves facing an Australian side full of confidence. They've only conceded one goal. They've had some outstanding individual performances. Adam Cooper, Daniel Fogarty, Wade Giovanali, Toby Sito, Chris Zebalos. At one stage, each one of these players has stood out. The two starting lineups, Lockout, Sito, Symington, Constantinu, Fogarty, Abdul Kadir, Hassan, Zamri, Mohammed and Razali for Malaysia. New Zealand present us with the match officials for this evening's final. Campbell Kirk-Waugh, also a football referee in the ASB Premiership, Francois Cucurulo and Chris Sinclair complete that trio. The timekeeper is Rex Kamusu of the Solomon Islands. I'll be describing the action for you, Gordon Glenn Watson, and our OFC futsal expert Paul Tui. Paul, good evening to you.
Good evening, Gordon. Good evening, everyone. Yes, another great prospect tonight, a fitting final. Malaysia have lit up the court this week at Trust Arena, and Australia, well, they've just been too strong for everyone so far, but the battle of the Asian Confederation tonight, a nice crowd building up, and really looking forward to this one, Gordon.
Well, Australia's defensive qualities have also stood out throughout the course of the week. Can you see a way through this Futsal Roos side for Malaysia?
Well, it's going to be very interesting the first 5 or 10 minutes. I think Malaysia, they had a big night last night, going to extra time and winning on penalties against Tahiti. That would have taken a lot out of them. They're a tough nut to crack, Australia. We'll just have to see how it goes, Gordon, but really curious about this first 5 minutes, how Australia set up and how Malaysia try and unpick them.
Well, players and coaches dream of these occasions, a final, an opportunity to lift a trophy, bag a medal, and Fogarty already for Australia. Symington. Malaysia off to a shaky start.
Great block there by Zamri.
Look at that. Zamri picked the danger out. Symington didn't quite catch it right. He was still heading goalward. Zamri had to commit. Dean Lockhart. Symington for Fogarty. Picked up by Abu Hassan. Zamri. Mohammed. Abu Hassan playing a parallel ball for Mohammed, straight through to Constantinou. Sito turns into the touchline, and we'll restart with Kazir Abdul Kadir.
Be interesting to see if fatigue will be a factor for Australia, Gordon. 8 games in 9 days.
Well, it could be a factor for both, of course, as you pointed out before. Kick-off. The match with Tahiti just took it out of the French Polynesians in the playoff for third. They looked a yard or two off the game. They succumbed to New Zealand by a 1-0. Will that be significant here?
Sito on the ball now. He's probably had more game time than anyone else. I think it was 40 minutes last night, 36 against Vanuatu. A real ever-present for Stephen Knight.
These two sides have met previously. It finished as a 4-4 draw. Stephen Knight shared a joke with New Zealand Football's David Payne, the director of Futsal in New Zealand, when the Kiwis met Malaysia. When asked what he thought New Zealand's prospects were, Knight said, well, I think they'll thrash you. As we have a look at Malaysia take the lead, Constantinou has got his lines all wrong there for the first time in the tournament. I think that would be his first mistake.
Yes, he's only conceded 1 all week while he's been in New Zealand. He came out for it. And Abdul Kadir, who has impressed this week with the go-ahead goal for Malaysia.
Yeah, Stephen Knight mentioned that he felt Malaysia would give New Zealand a bit of a beating, but then tongue-in-cheek added, don't worry, they could do that to us as well. And already we've seen Abdul Kadir give Malaysia the lead. Fogarty can level things. Went for the toe poke. Razali saves with his chest.
Fantastic save there. Fogarty for the second time clear from the mistake.
Went for the toe poke. Fogarty's the sort of player who could light up a final. That's a good ball. And Zamri again with the defending.
Yeah, Fogarty's been electric already, Gordon. He's been one of the players of the tournament, no doubt about that. And last night he was a crucial factor, the little bit of court time he had.
Oh, and Lockhart, how did he manage to miss that?
They're going to have to do something about Fogarty. He's pulling them apart at the moment. Malaysia hanging on.
An awkward one for Dean Lockhart. He arrived about a yard too soon. Constantinou Looks as though he's decided he's coming off his line at all costs this evening. Abu Hassan. Fawzil Mohammed. Uncharacteristic error from Khairul Modbarin. Fogarty. Lockhart. Good tempo to this one already.
He's quite a lot quicker than the games involving the Oceanic sides.
Nice work from Fogarty. He's been caught out though. Mohammed. Shot just wide. Oh. 17 minutes. 3 seconds to go in the first half. Nice shot from Modbarin.
Very encouraging start for Malaysia, but Australia creating plenty too. Despite the tight marking, it's going to be a fast open game as Fogarty bombs forward again.
Giovanali's first touch of the match. Sito looking for Lockhart to push on. Australia recycling their players at an even tempo. Giovanali. This is good from Australia. Futsal Roos in the mood. Foul goes Australia's way. Shamsul Zamri. Knew that he was going to miss out by a yard or two and then drop the shoulder into Daniel Fogarty. That was pretty straightforward for Campbell Kirkwar. Constantinu's clearance, not a good one, but it's broken kindly for Australia. Giovanali. Soft enough for Razali to stop easily. Modbarin. Good first touch from Azmi Zahari and taken out by Fogarty. Campbell Kirkwar has a quick word with the Australian.
Well, an electric opening really, Gordon. Great to see, and Malaysia just on top, but Australia have created plenty so far.
Zahari. Well, Modbarin was pointing toward the Australian goal. He was just trying to duck in behind Adam Cooper, and Zahari played it behind him. Fogarty showed a little bit much of the ball to Shamar Fadzil, but gets away with it.
Sito very much the traffic director for Australia. Knight surely trusts him so much, he barely lets him leave the court. But you see him with hand signals and plenty of talking when he's on the ball.
Zahari. Modbarin. Australia's turn to do some work on defence. Giovanali takes out Modbarin.
Sharp turn too from the number 7. He's been outstanding this week.
Yes, he's a top player. Khairul Modbarin. Shamar Fadzil to his left. Azmi Zahari has taken up a position just outside of the right hand upright. He's transisted across to the other side. The free kick was intended for Shamar Fadzil in the end, but ultimately ended up nowhere near him. Cooper. Giovanali, first time ball. Thumbs up from his skipper. Right idea. Not quite the right execution. Constantinu. Well, I think we're going to see a lot more of that.
Yes, that angled ball across that Constantinu feels he can get to. He did that time, but a collision. Is that Zamri, Gordon?
Zahari, who's...
the number 3.
Azmi Zahari. It's a clear difference in physical presence for both men. Constantinu is a giant, standing well over 6 foot by the look of him, and you can see there the contrast, and Azmi Zahari felt the full force of that. Zahari withdrawn. Nizar Modali is the new player on for Malaysia. Cooper's shot. Good ball. Modbereen. Well blocked by Constantinu.
You just see the contrast and the speed of the counter-attacks in this game compared to the third place playoff, Gordon. Not only the attack but the transition of the defence, although I have to say New Zealand and Tahiti do get back very quickly.
Yes, the offensive possessed by both Australia and Malaysia is just different quality to what we've seen. Perhaps the Solomon Islands and Vanuatu are the closest Oceania teams to these Asian ones in terms of their cutting edge in the final third. Fogarty, oh, that worked out well for Giovanali. Fogarty, lovely footwork. Nizar Modali read him and made sure that he couldn't get past. Goal! No. Malaysia can breathe a sigh of relief. What was wrong with that particular?
May have been 4 seconds, or was it a rolling ball from the kick in? Possibly the former, I think.
There was no major protest from the Futsalroos. Oh, an inviting ball across the face of Constantinu's goal. No takers in a blue shirt.
But twice now, Giovanali getting into good positions, linking up well with Fogarty.
Cooper, Giovanali, Fogarty. Cooper, just 18 years of age.
He hasn't made many mistakes in the last week, but really giving it away there.
Firdaus Ambia's flick on will result in Australian corner.
Malaysia well organised at these set pieces. They've had plenty of time together this year. We've talked about how they've had around 20 games and plenty of opportunity to put some defensive routines at set pieces together.
Mohammed tried to go for some finesse with the final ball. Abu Hassan's shot clutched by Constantinu. There's his trademark throw out. That's a good quality cross. Giovanali, good save, Razali.
Once again, that combination of Fogarty and young Giovanali.
Cooper. Well, the Malaysian supporters don't agree, but you'd expect that. It's taken quickly. Oh, so near for the Futsalroos. Giovanali was at the far post.
Well, only 6.5 gone, Gordon, but so far a terrific final. Really living up to the billing, isn't it?
Absolutely. 13 minutes, 32 seconds left in an eventful and lively first half. Abu Hassan. Mohammed. Fadzil. Dan Fulton for Australia. Cooper. Sito tried to return the pass. Fadzil got a foot in, and it's with Razali. Abdul Qadir. Abu Hassan, sorry. Shot plucked out of the air by Constantinu. Modali. Mohammed. Abdul Qadir. Abu Hassan. Good shape from the Futsalroos. Here's another look at the shot from Abu Hassan. Best way to beat Constantinu will be to go low. Fogarty lays it off for Dan Fulton. He was struggling to get there. Just played in behind Dan Fulton. He's a Futsalroo with experience of the New Zealand Futsal National League, having played here with Hakoa, who were part of an invitational opposite tournament as the New Zealand National League was being set up.
That's right, Gordon in the first year to make up the numbers, Maccabi Hakoa. So I recall, I think Dean Lockhart was in that side as well.
Abdul Qadir with a knee. Abu Hassan flicking it as far away as he possibly can. Look at the footwork from Fogarty. Balloons up in the air. Mod Ali had a swing at it and missed.
Fogarty still the danger man. Stephen Knight will be wanting to wring every minute he can out of this guy. He's just among every attack that Australia gets going. He'll have to take a break at some point.
Straight to Mohammed. Sameki and Fulton getting their wires crossed. 11 minutes 44 to go in the first half. Well, Daniel Fogarty getting up close and personal with Fawzil Mohammed. Shamsul Zamri pointing out to Francois Cucurulo that there was an elbow used. Abu Hassan did well to keep that in. Zamri, Abdul Qadir. Mohammed in front of him. Zamri to the left. Abu Hassan is recycling back in on the other side of the court. Mohammed, this is Abu Hassan. Zamri pops up on the right.
Very nice from Malaysia.
Zamri with the shot and it's high over the top.
Squandered it somewhat. It's going to be difficult to beat the Australian keeper from there, but a nice little passage from Malaysia.
Tight one for Sito.
Yep. Pressure from Mohammed and good opportunity from a kick in. See the routine from Malaysia. They got something worked out.
Zamri, Abdul Qadir, Mohammed. Malaysia just starting to take control of the ball here and work Australia around the court. Futsal's defence is solid. Zamri, opportunity, blocked by Fulton. Nearly halfway through the first half, 10 minutes and 31 seconds to go. Abu Hassan. Well, the Harimau Malaya are starting to exert some dominance. Abdul Qadir looking to take on Sito. Zamri. Mohammed.
Good work from Australia here though.
Symington, good interception. Plays Sito in with a chance. Well blocked by Mohammed. Sito makes no mistake.
Tremendous defending by Australia. The counter-attack. Symington picking up the loose ball. Australia had two goes at it, but Sito, excellent finish, high into the net.
With the left foot as well. The first shot was with his right. The versatility of the Australian skipper to the fore.
But the platform for that goal was the well-organised Australian defence. Malaysia were working them around the court. They kept their shape. and they counter-attacked and got their reward.
Oh, there's a shot from Giovanali, hits the crossbar. Sito in there, Symington as well. Shamsul Zamri tidies up for Malaysia. Abu Hassan.
Frustration for young Giovanali. He's had a couple of chances, and that's the best of them. Hitting the bar with the goal beckoning.
Abu Hassan. Lofted forward, intended for Modbarin. Well, Giovanali and Sito went back to back for that headed ball. That could have ended up anywhere. So 9 minutes 27 seconds remaining in the first half.
Malaysia up to 4 fouls as well, Gordon. They'll need to watch that.
Yes, of course, 6 fouls resulting in a 10-metre penalty. Fadzil for Zamri. Modbarin. Lovely pirouette from him. Went down a cul-de-sac though.
Modbarin's enjoying himself. Plays with a smile on his face.
Symington. Lockhart. Sito, the goal scorer for the Futsalroos. Symington. The outlet ball to Giovanali. Australia's turn to toy with Malaysia. Well, Constantinu's distribution so far, Paul, not the same as we've seen throughout the tournament.
No, he's renowned for it, but yeah, just a couple of loose ones there. He's given the ball straight back to the Australian keeper.
Card for Symington for the foul on Kaiser Abdul Kadir.
4 fouls each, Gordon.
8 minutes 33 to go in the half, Paul. Can you see a 10-metre penalty coming?
I think so. We've seen plenty of them this week, but two teams like this, they know how to keep their discipline as well. They play a lot of futsal, a lot more than the Oceania side, so perhaps not.
Well, Fadzil running out of space to operate in, and the turnover goes Australia's way. Sito. Symington. Zamri. Fadzil. Abdul Kadir. Zamri showing short in the middle of the court. He likes to get the ball in tight areas. Shamsul Zamri very composed on the ball in the tight. There he is again. Sito's read the move. Shamsul Zamri still going. Rizali taking no chances. Cooper. Lockhart blocked by Zamri. Adam Cooper. Giovanali, it goes the Futsalroos' way. This Malaysian side has been very active on the international scene of late. Tour of the UK, a 2-2 draw with England, a tour of Spain, and a regional competition in Asia. And 3 wins, and well, technically 3 wins and a draw here at this tournament against an Australian side with a second ever win at a FIFA Futsal World Cup last year.
Yeah, Malaysia with 5 games in 5 days. They'll be feeling the heat as well, or the fatigue.
Six minutes, 59 seconds left in the first half. Malaysia 1, Australia 1 in the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational 2013 here at Trust Arena in Waitakere. This match coming to you on OFC TV, Summit Sports. Good touch from Giovanali, very well done. And we're broadcasting live to the Solomon Islands through TTV. A warm hello to all of you watching in the West Pacific. Adam Cooper for Australia. Lockhart. Sito. Giovanali on the left, drifting into the centre court. Lockhart takes up that previous position.
Cooper continuing, Gordon, to impress with his movement. He just gets around the court so much, just opening his body up, looking for little angles to receive, and then he comes out of the centre, goes away to the side. It's tremendous stuff by the 18-year-old. I think Stephen Knight's got a real find on his hands here with the number 2.
Cooper, the man in question. Fogarty comes up short. Modali's intercepted for Malaysia. Modbarin pirouettes, still has the ball. Look at the balance of Khairul Modbarin. Breathtaking.
Yep. The man in gloves, a real crowd favourite, isn't he?
Toe poke from Abdul Qadir goes wide. Modbarin showing his true class. Fadzil.
Daniel Fulton checks in again for Australia, number 3. It's about this time last night that Fogarty had his real impact on the semi-final. He came on, actually it was about 3 minutes to go in the first half. It was deadlocked at 0-0 and just made life very tough for Daniel Burns, and probably when he's at his most dangerous, just heading towards half-time. He's had a little bit of a break, and he's shown throughout the week that he's one of the few players that in a 1v1 can create something special. Very difficult in futsal, of course. There's not a lot of space. It's why you see the players working the ball around, rotating, looking to create openings, but guys like Fogarty, few and far between.
Paul, on the balance of play with 5 minutes and 27 seconds of the first half left, which of the two coaches will be happiest?
Hard to say, really, Gordon. I think Australia have done well to come back. They've created plenty of opportunities, and you might say Stephen Knight's never happy. So let's say it won't be him, because they could have had 3 or 4 tonight. But I think with Malaysia scoring early and getting an equaliser, there's still plenty in it for Australia. But with this nice little crowd in behind Malaysia and the atmosphere building, yeah, hard to say.
Cooper, nice touch. Toe poke, hits the post. Fogarty couldn't put it in. Ricochet and rebound. Too fast. Malaysia. Modali. Abu Hassan.
Yes, so another missed opportunity for Australia. That's 3 or 4 now, Gordon. In a tight game like this, you can ill afford to miss your chances, but they seem to create so much.
Good save by Razali.
Once again with Fogarty on, just the danger man. Australia looking to finish stronger.
Oh, good ball. Cooper so close. Razali did well to get the block in.
And once again, that great movement from Cooper, and was it Fulton who played the ball? Malaysia just a little bit on the ropes at the moment. Can they sustain the pressure?
4 minutes 40 seconds before half-time. Cooper takes it on the chest. It was a heavy touch by Adam Cooper. Futsal, Abu Hassan.
Australia pressing hard. Once again, Fogarty just such a nuisance up there, putting pressure on the Malaysian defenders.
Fulton gratefully accepts the gift from Futsal. Mohammed. Ambia's shot scuffed. Abu Hassan, toe poked to Ambia, Australia.
3-on-1 here.
Fogarty, good ball. Oh, Fulton. It was an awkward one for him. Fantastic lead-up work from Giovanali first, then Fogarty. Lack of composure at the crucial moment, and the ball flew over the top of the crossbar.
And another opportunity goes begging, so yeah, Knight's not going to be happy with the finishing here so far tonight, but you just sense Australia creating so much at the moment, Gordon. It's only a matter of time before they get a second.
Giovanali moving into space. Three minutes 41 seconds to go. Zamri had a spell on the sidelines, Shamsul Zamri along with Abu Hassan. Both those players were sent off earlier in the tournament. So with 3 minutes and 22 seconds to play in the first half, there's another stoppage. Timeout called.
Yeah, Malaysia's turn to have a timeout. The Brazilian technical advisor, he's got the tactics board out. They just want to settle things down. Australia have got them on the rack at the moment after a nice phase of play for Malaysia. But Stephen Knight just down on the opposite side, calmly talking to his team. If we have a look at this Malaysian goal. Well, he got a foot to it, didn't he, the Australian keeper?
Well, it just looks from that angle. This will tell us the full story. Constantinu just didn't commit to the ball. He committed to the run and arrived at the same time, but there was no commitment with the feet.
Yeah, you wouldn't have backed Abdul Qadir to win that one, would you? As he came out, Constantinu. Knight wants Giovanali higher, putting pressure now. Giovanali right into the top of the D now.
Fogarty, Mark Symington, Wade Giovanali, Sito. Abu Hassan dispossesses the Australian skipper. Zamri with a wild shot off target. Ambia, Abu Hassan. 2 minutes 48 seconds in the first half left to play. That's some throw by Constantinu. Giovanali unable to lock possession in for the Futsal Roos. Abu Hassan. Mohammed. Chance opening up for Malaysia. Zamri straight into the hands of Constantino. Fogarty. Lovely skill from him. Giovanali. Poor shot with the left foot.
Yeah, Australia been woeful in front of goal first half, Gordon. Don't like to say it, but they've created so many opportunities, and young Giovanali there needs to do a lot better.
Symington. Well played by Lockhart. That's a nice ball first time. He might have a chance for a shot. Australia out of position. Morali. Modbarin. Fogarty against Modbarin. There's some matchup. Zamri. Morali. Mohammed. Oh, Zamri almost came up with it. Fogarty doing a good job for Australia. Now Modbarin. Look at the pace of this match. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go before the half-time break. Malaysia 1, Australia 1. Sito gives it up. Well, Mohammed has stayed down. Sito. That's clever play from Sito. Yellow card for Khairul Modbarin. 39.4 seconds left in the first half.
5 fouls each now. I think both teams will be keen to head to the dressing room, Gordon. It's been a frenetic first half. Very open at times. But Australia have created many, many opportunities. They probably could be 2 or 3 up, but Malaysia also have created, perhaps not the clear-cut chances, but it could go either way.
Well, I think Modali knew that any sort of touch there from Marino Musameki was going to result in a chance for a foul, and he just went with it.
Yeah, and Abu Hassan subs in.
There is an arm there, left arm.
Specialist 10-metre penalty man.
So 35 seconds left on the clock. An opportunity for Abu Hassan to give his team the initiative in the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational Final. Angelo Constantino with an opportunity.
It's some obstacle in front of him though, isn't it?
Good save.
Yep.
Excellent save from Angelo Constantino. Australia needed him then and he delivered.
Yeah, terrific work from the Australian keeper. We haven't seen many of those go in this week. Perhaps only 2 from my recollection.
Abu Hassan got one of them, I think. Mohammed. 24.5 seconds left in the first half. Australia and Malaysia, 1 each. Seven seconds. 5. 3.5 seconds to go. And that is the halftime buzzer. Fascinating first 20 minutes. Both coaches have a lot to consider at the halftime break. Australian coach Stephen Knight will rue some missed chances. And it all began really early for them. Look at that, Symington denied by Shamsul Zamri. But Malaysia took the lead. Constantino came out. Abdul Kadir managed to toe poke it through the legs of the Australian goalkeeper, and the Harimau Malaya were 1-0 up. Time for a team celebration, and then Australia denied by Razali. Toe poke here from Daniel Fogarty had plenty of power in it. And then Lockhart somehow conspired to put this one over the top. There was an even more open one coming up very shortly. Dan Fulton. Giovanali denied by Razali. Malaysia have been surviving by the skin of their teeth. And could these misses or missed opportunities come back to haunt the Futsal Roos? Mark Symington, this is wonderful stuff from Symington. Robbed Abu Hassan. Sito with the right foot tried to connect with Symington. Blocked by Mohammed. Sito had the presence of mind to slot home with the left foot. Went high into the net. There was a lot of debris lying on the floor in the Malaysian D in the wash-up of the initial pass. And Sito, ever the thinker, the Australian skipper, ensured that nobody in a blue shirt was going to get near it, and shared the moment with the small Australian contingent that is here. Giovanali denied by the crossbar. Hit the face of the bar full on. Cooper almost beat Razali. He's had a lot of lucky moments, the Malaysian keeper. And then Fogarty with the magical touch to set up Fulton. Good lead-up work from Giovanali, but that is going to go down as a bad miss. And Zamri shot straight into the hands of Constantino. So half-time at Trust Arena in Waitakere, New Zealand. Malaysia 1, Australia 1. Rejoin us here in 6 minutes' time for the second half of the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational 2013. Welcome back to Trust Arena. It's half-time in the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational Final. Malaysia 1, Australia 1. And a fascinating opening 20 minutes. Both coaches dispensing their wisdom in the hope that their players can take that forward into the second half and get a definitive result. There we see Marvin Eakins on the left, Ty Barham on the right, and David Plowright behind them. 3 Futsal Whites who enjoyed New Zealand's third place finish. Here's a look back on the goals from the first half. Or perhaps not. It's It's a match that could go to extra time. Just a reminder that if the scores are level at the end of 20 minutes, we will have 2 periods of 5 minutes extra time, and if we're still level, it will go to a penalty shootout. Yes, he goes about his work in a very uncomplicated way, Chris Zebalos, but he pops up at the crucial moment with an assist, or as he did yesterday, 2 goals against New Zealand. And the second of those was an absolutely quality finish. He beat the goalkeeper at the near post with a wonderful swerving shot. Australia could really use something from him. Mohammed at the far post. Sito's marking him. Shamsul Samri stands over the ball. Kaiser Abdul Kadir to his left. And on the far side of the court, Abu Hassan. It is Hassan. Good save by Constantino.
So there's the two guys up top from Malaysia putting pressure on quite high. This is Sito, the workhorse.
Shamsul Samri shepherding Daniel Fogarty. There's another look at the Constantino save with their leg. Zebalos. Mohammed. Nice step over from him. Oh, that's a good ball. Can't spurned. Not even on target.
I just wonder if you had a bit of a gap at the near post there, Gordon. We might see on the replay whether Kadir went the right way.
Well, it's a real test of a player's technique, isn't it? And Abdul Kadir went with his right foot, and a left-footed player might have been more suitable.
It's only 3 metres by 2 metres a futsal goal, and when you've got a guy like the Aussie number 13 in goal, there's even less to aim at. But Sito just giving the ball away there.
Well, and speaking to our French commentators, our colleagues providing the coverage for French Polynesia, they told me they referred to Angelo Constantino as the gladiator. He is an imposing figure. Giovanali still going. Australia with the corner. Minute 21 seconds elapsed in the second half. 1 each. Zamri, counter-attack. Australia funneling back in numbers.
Yes, but 2 of the Malaysian players unable to link up, so back with Australia.
Hassan. Well, we haven't seen the best of Shamsul Zamri in this one. He was a quiet figure in the win over New Zealand in the semi-final. The win
over Tahiti.
Over Tahiti in the semi-final, yes. Mohammed, good save. That's a great save from Constantino.
Yeah, that's one of his best yet, eh? A one-handed, he just sticks it up a glove and keeps it out.
Yes, he was going to his right. He had the presence of mind to stick out the left hand. Abu Hassan.
He has a goalkeeping coach, the Aussie keeper, and I was watching him warming up earlier, and his positional play is one of those things. You don't see him diving much. He's a big guy, of course, but it's that positional play, I think, that sticks out as we see Malaysia counter-attacking, but Australia back in numbers.
Giovanali showing good strength. Played it too swiftly to Fogarty. Needed a softer touch. And you can see there from the body language of Wade Giovanali that he knew.
I wonder if Sito gets time and a half, Gordon, when he does more than, say, 20 minutes.
Yes, he's an ever-present and the go-to guy for Coach Stephen Knight. Abdul Kadir. Modbaring. Oh, that needed a better quality touch from Mod Ali. It was a bit casual. Abdul Kadir had made a break down the left. Three minutes, 13 seconds into the second half. Modbaring is clear. Oh, and he's missed it. A lick of paint, the difference between Malaysia taking the lead.
But once again, the positional play of the Australian keeper just doing enough there.
Giovanali. Sito trying to scoop it out of the corner. Neither side able to take the ascendancy here yet. Fulton. Straight to Modbaring. Not having a good evening, Dan Fulton. He says he got the ball, but the decision has gone against him. Mod Ali. There's getting to him, Giovanali can't lock on target. Abu Hassan. Futsal, nice footwork, but he's turned it over to Fogarty. Modbaring, desperate defending for Malaysia. Just the cheers from the Malaysian supporters at the Trust Arena in Waitakere. Four minutes, 24 seconds into the second half. Malaysia 1, Australia 1. Might be a bit early to say it, Paul, but
extra time.
Yes, it's definitely got that feel to it.
Yeah, why not? They've been long days this week, Gordon. I don't mind another 10 minutes.
No, not of this, certainly.
Maybe even a shootout, eh?
What can Malaysia produce from the set play? Abu Hassan. Switches play to the left. Cooper defending capably. Modbarine puts the afterburners on. Constantino again.
Yeah, Cooper gave him just a little bit too much room, and he just showed his elusive qualities, Modbarine. Fulton and Cooper up high.
Played by Abu Hassan.
Yeah, comfortable on the ball, the Malaysian players. Very nice.
Constantino all the way down the other end of the court. Fellow custodian Razali. Well played, Adam Cooper. Fogarty. Cooper shows again. Nice layoff to Fulton. Somewhat lucky.
Cooper's turn to have a crack, perhaps. Oh, yes. Well, it could, just as we saw in the last game that was deadlocked, could be a set piece that makes the difference.
Look at Razali, who's taking a forensic examination of this free kick, almost like a land surveyor alongside his post. He's got a two-man wall. Dan Fulton has moved out of the way. Cooper strikes the wall. Five minutes, 53 seconds into the second half. Mistake by Sito. Ambia. Modbarine couldn't get the ball out of his feet. Sito's clearance, manufactured. Deep in his own territory, he's lost a boot. He's off court.
Yeah, it takes something unusual to get Sito off court. It was an injury against Vanuatu, and now he's got to go and find his shoe.
Lockhart leaves Modbarine on the floor.
Australia up to 4 fouls with 13:40 left.
Mod Ali. Ambia tumbles. Cooper. Constantino. Razali. We've had 6 minutes and 40 seconds of the second half. Malaysia 1, Australia 1. The OFC Futsal Championship Invitational Final at Trust Arena. You're watching this match through OFC TV and our YouTube channel, Summit Sports, Free Sports for Kiwis, and TTV in the Solomon Islands. We hope you're enjoying it. We certainly are. Lockhart. Mohammed has picked it up. Constantino saves with the knees.
Once again, great work from the Australian keeper. Good first touch here.
There's the volley, high and wide. Timeout called with 12 minutes and 58 seconds of the half remaining.
Sito's got the flying goalkeeper shirt on. So,
that's bold.
Yeah, it is indeed. Stephen Knight perhaps sensing his side just tiring a little. Maybe that extra 10 minutes, he doesn't want that. But yeah, I'm taking my head off to him if they're prepared to do it from here. Constantino getting some treatment. He looks very weary as well. But hard to pick from here. Gordon at 1-1. A little bit tighter the second half, but you sense it's only going to be one goal, isn't it? Or otherwise we're heading to extra time.
Certainly has that feel to it. Paul, what would you be telling your players?
Am I Malaysia or Australia?
Australia.
Well, I'd keep putting pressure up high like they're doing. I think it's working well, pressuring the first touch. But I guess seeing Sito with that flying goalkeeper jersey on, I'd be looking to get him in. I'd be looking to get him in there. Is he okay?
Razali's made of tough stuff, and I would be surprised if this was anything too serious. It may have looked worse than it was. He got a soft landing. The initial impact looked heavy duty. It looks fine to me.
Yeah, I think it's a question of patience for Australia. I'd like to see Zeballos on. Fogarty's in there. Sito poised to come on. I think just keep your patience.
Mohammed. Ambia. Oh,
And don't give the ball away.
Constantino's save was a decent one, but he nearly deflected it into the path of Abdul Qadir. Fadzil. Ambia, another save from Constantino. He's been kept busy this evening. 12 minutes, 32 seconds left on the clock in regulation time. Malaysia 1, Australia 1. Goals for Toby Sito of Australia and Kaiser Abdul Qadir for Malaysia. Zeballos is on now. And from a Malaysian perspective, Paul?
I liked it when they had early in the first half, they tried the 4-0, 4 in a line, just trying to break up that Australian defence. And there was a little period there where it worked quite nicely.
Well, the flying goalkeeper is on now for Australia, Sito. Oh, and that's a fine goal by Adam Cooper. The tactic works. It pays dividends for the Futsaroos.
Yeah, we've talked about the new kid all week, and that's his moment of magic.
Razali can complain all he wants about the defending, but the quality of the strike was special.
Interesting, yeah, interesting to see if Australia continue to put pressure or just sit a little deeper now they have the lead.
Australia 2, Malaysia 1.
Really changes everything now.
A master stroke by Stephen Knight.
Yeah.
Mohammed. Oh, hits the upright.
I didn't see it, Gordon. Was Sito involved in the build-up there? I know he was on. Did he play the ball into Cooper?
Well, it was merely, yes he did. It was merely a perfunctory touch, but it it gave Malaysia something extra to think about, and during that
Unbelievable that he's on again though. Look at this.
aggressive from the Futsalroos. Problem, Malaysia unable to capitalise.
Incredible confidence from Stephen Knight. 2-1 up in a final, putting on the flying keeper.
Well, something for the Oceania nations to take note of. Giovanali. Well played. The flying keeper coming back into play for Australia. What a strike by Adam Cooper. He'll remember that for a long time to come. Dean Lockhart. Abu Hassan gives the ball away. 10 minutes, 24 seconds left in the second half. Malaysia 1, Australia 2. Malaysia have been rocked by this goal. They haven't really got back into their rhythm.
No. There'll be many in the stadium amazed at...
Oh, and it was a gift. Shamar Fadzil.
Amazed at Knight's use of the flying goalkeeper when he's ahead. And, I can't recall having seen that very often. They did it in Wellington when they were 3 or 4 up against New Zealand and cruising, and at that stage it just seemed like an experiment, a bit of practice. But here there's a little bit more riding on it.
Well, Australia pressing Zeballos and Lockhart high into the D. Malaysia now defending with 2 high.
They want to hit Zeballos or Lockhart, just working the ball around.
Well played by Sito. That was a tight one. Mohammed had shut the space down.
There's trouble.
Well, when the pressure comes on, Malaysia are just found wanting in these situations. The flying goalkeeper tactic from Futsalroos has thrown them off. They haven't quite come to terms with it yet. 9 minutes, 25 seconds to play.
Not sure I have either, Gordon, but it's certainly making for a good spectacle here tonight.
Well, if Malaysia could call a timeout now and just have a quick tactical board session on this.
Maybe they can go to the flying keeper as well.
Oh, yeah. Can we can we endure the excitement of that? I'm not so sure. Mohammed. Zamri. Malaysia have a corner. An opportunity for Malaysia to make inroads on this deficit. Zamri all the way back to Firas Razali. Zamri. Modberin. Zeballos providing cover for Constantino, and another corner for Malaysia.
Sito back into the yellow shirt down on the bench, so that's the end of the tactic for now as they make a few switches. Symington in.
8 minutes, 41 seconds to play. We're in the second half. Lovely skill from Modberin. Well, a clash of heads. Toby Situ and Firdaus Razali. No quarter asked, none given. Both players back on their feet. Could we see Razali thrown into the fray in an effort to retrieve a goal?
Yes, well, Malaysia needs something, Gordon. Time ticking away, 8 minutes 27. Australia being fairly composed at this point.
Malaysian supporters have fallen quiet too.
They have. Australia a lot more experienced as well.
Yellow card for Razali, handball outside the D. He's claiming he didn't break any rules here. We'll get a great look at it here. Ooh,
Well,
difficult to tell.
he's entitled to go for it, isn't he?
I think so, yes. Razali's getting a mouthful from the bench. And here he is again directing a two-man war. Zamri and Mohammed are part of that. Abu Hassan to Razali's right. Modbarine is sitting deep. Mark Symington is on the far post. Adam Cooper might want a piece of this. Sito over the top. Zamri. Well, Modbarine's touch deserting him. 8 minutes 9 seconds on the clock. Australia sitting on 5 fouls. Symington. Zevalos, just too much on it. They need something special. Malaysia. Good ball. Great ball from Modbarine. It's hit Zevalos in the hip. There was no handball there. Malaysia appealing for anything at the moment. You can understand why. 7.5 minutes to go. They trail 2-1. Let's have a look. Well, it was a half-hearted appeal for handball. It was more in hope than expectation. Hyrule Modbarine is the player with X Factor in a blue shirt. Malaysia need him now. Oh, good save. Constantino at full stretch.
It's been a worthy final, Gordon. Long week and top-class entertainment for this good crowd here tonight at Trust Stadium.
Yes, our viewing figures also reflect that you, the viewers, have enjoyed this Futsal Championship, OFC Futsal Championship, and we thank you for that support. It's been a pleasure to describe the action throughout an entertaining week. We hope to be able to do it more often through OFC TV and in New Zealand through Summit Sports. Fogarty. 6 minutes 49 seconds to go. Oh, mistake by Razali. Modbarine finds a way through. Sito is the full stop on that sentence. Constantino, trouble for Australia. Constantino with the measured ball intended for Fogarty. Beat Abu Hassan. 6 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Malaysian hearts will be pumping fast. Is this a foul? Is this the sixth foul?
It's number 6.
It's a 10-metre penalty. Malaysia have an opportunity. Abu Hassan. Malaysian supporters in all states of anxiety on the far side of the stadium.
But of all the keepers to try and beat Gordon, this guy, he's tough.
Abu Hassan. That's a great save. Brave as well. He's a tough customer. Angelo Constantino.
No sign of the flying keeper from Malaysia yet.
No, not yet. 6 minutes, 6 seconds left.
Just looking down at the bench at some likely candidates. I don't even see the shirt. Some teams prefer not to play it. Perhaps Malaysia are one of those.
Well, they did employ it in one of the group matches. I think it was Shamsul Zamri. Might have donned the shirt. We'll see. As the saying goes, needs must as the devil rides. And the situation at the moment for Malaysia is they're trailing 2-1. With 5 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock.
Here it is, yeah, Zamri's shirt has come out of the bag.
Fogarty. Oh, might have been an opportunity for Daniel Fogarty to just take it another yard or two before having a shot. Yes, and here's the call from Stephen Knight. We can hear him saying, Daniel, take on your man. Cooper. Good effort. Good save. Cooper. Giovanali. Cooper again. Giovanali gets the better of Abu Hassan. Good save by Razali. That's a world-class save by the Malaysian goalkeeper. Giovanali did everything right.
Yeah, it was a good turn, wasn't it? And he got the shot on target. Great work from the Malaysian keeper.
And again, Fogarty this time against the chest of Razali. 5 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Australia going for the jugular. Now, a counter-attack for Malaysia. Mohammed. Fadzil over the top by mere centimetres.
Yeah, he bent it round him, but just a little too high. And another one goes begging for Malaysia. They've had their chances in this second half.
Modbarin. Malaysia just losing their way. Less than 5 minutes to go. Malaysia 1, Australia 2. Oh, Fogarty has coughed up possession twice in less than 30 seconds. And both times Malaysia have failed to punish the Futsalroos. Reminiscent of Solomon Islands, Mika Lealafa. Mohammed, chance! He should have hit it first time, Modbarin. He wanted an extra touch. And it invited Angelo Constantino to the party. Mohammed, another save from the Australian keeper. Malaysia going close. They've got the supporters back on their side. Well, Zali. Oh yes, Australia! A 3-1 up. Wade Giovanali.
Great work from Fogarty again. So determined. And Giovanali has had a number of chances tonight, and he finally gets it 3-1 up.
4 minutes 21 seconds to go.
As we go to a timeout.
Australia in charge.
And surely now Shamsul Zamri will put on the flying goalkeeper shirt and try and get one back for Malaysia. But again, the goalkeeper has been a hero, hasn't he, for Australia? Number of chances prior to that goal from Giovanali, and Constantinu equal to the occasion, and a fantastic effort between the sticks tonight. Perhaps been the difference in a tight but really entertaining game.
Well, the Malaysian supporters somewhat deflated. Australia 3-1 up. 4 minutes 21 seconds on the clock. There are no tomorrows in this tournament for Malaysia. They've got to do something inspirational. Something out of the box. And it's the flying goalkeeper.
Sure is. 4 minutes 20 is still plenty of time. But you just sense that Australia have seized the initiative, and a team of this experience, at least Stephen Knight, Sito, Fogarty, Zeballos, Fulton, plenty of experience there. A couple of youngsters on to help out. Cooper's been fantastic, so's Giovanali.
Oh, and that would have put the result beyond doubt. Zahari.
No foul, says Stephen Knight. He's usually very animated, but he's gone to a new level tonight. He's living and playing every ball for his side.
Well, he can sense an international trophy about to be sealed for the Futsal Roos. The OFC Futsal Championship Invitational. Oh, and it was an opportunity for Giovanali to grab a second and Australia's fourth. Razali saved it. Australia's now pressing every opportunity they get. Forcing the error. Toby Sito. The match slipping away from Malaysia. 3 minutes 28 to go. Giovanali, Fogarty denied by Zahari. Paul, any way back for Malaysia, or?
Well, 3 minutes 24 on the clock. I think normally I'd say yes, but I just feel Australia have really got this under control at the moment. I think they'd be too frightened to let a goal in the way Knight is on the sideline at the moment. No, I feel it's too late for Malaysia now. Australia well drilled and on top, and with just 3 minutes left. I think it's been a great week. Malaysia have lit up the court. They've played in the way that the futsal fans of New Zealand anyway love to see.
Oh, good effort by Zeballos. Razali with an acrobatic save.
But this Australian outfit so well drilled and in control now, and I think it would take something very special for this up and coming Malaysian side.
Sito looks to have sealed it for Australia. 4-1 with 3 minutes 5 seconds to go. The skipper finishing with a wonderful shot. Malaysia have slipped off the radar. Perhaps their exertions in the semi-final last night have taken it out of them, coupled with some tactical ingenuity from Stephen Knight and some excellent execution by his players. You have to doff your cap to the Futsalroos. They've been well worth their victory here. They've been superb throughout. It's their second tour, their third series in New Zealand in the space of 2 years, and they're going to win a third trophy. 2 Trans-Tasman events and this OFC Futsal Championship Invitational. Unless Malaysia can write some history of their own. They've got 2 minutes and 18 seconds to retrieve the situation. They trail by 3.
Yeah, great work from Fogarty. Yeah, you can't argue with Australia's achievements. They've played 11 games here over the last, it's not even a year, and they've won every one of them. So, yep, just too good for everyone so far. But I think Malaysia have given them a good game tonight. Tahiti certainly gave them a good game 2 days ago. And New Zealand last night as well, kept within touch for a good chunk of that game, but just too much of a hill to climb now for Malaysia, I feel, with just under 2 minutes left on the clock. Just a bit of feeling down on the benches there. Knight's been very vocal tonight, and now the Brazilian technical advisor of Malaysia with a fair bit to say, but 1 minute 54 left now, and 4-1. Flying goalkeeper in on this near side. Still time, but you sense it slipped away. And you have to take your hat off to Sito. Once again, another, well, probably about 36 minutes again. Just an incredible workhorse for Stephen Knight.
Chance. Modmarin took a touch off Constantino, I think.
Hasn't been his night, has it, Gordon?
No, he gave everything last night, and he hasn't been up to his usual high standards. Still, he's not alone there. Malaysia have played well, but not well enough. Oh, very close. A deflection. 1 minute 24 seconds left on the clock. Australia leading Malaysia by 4-1. Zamri, Ambia, Abu Hassan. Well, they need to get this forward as quickly as possible, and with a great deal more accuracy than that.
Looking overall at the tournament, though, Gordon, it's been a tremendous week. We've had the Asian sides come in, and it's helped lift the technical level of the OFC Championship. A bit disappointing from
Constantino just wide.
It's been a bit disappointing from Solomon Islands, but New Zealand, they've done very well. Tahiti have done well, and it's been a real treat to have the 2 Asian sides here, and a worthy final tonight, but Australia just too strong.
Absolutely. 43 seconds to go. Ambia goes close. And yes, to put this in context for you, just 5 years ago the OFC would have been unable to host a tournament like this. There was no OFC TV. The closest you could get to coverage would be through live updates via the internet. Now you're able to watch the game live as it happens. That's through the OFC TV YouTube channel. Oh, and there's a red card. And it's Hairul Modmarin who will play no further part. That's merely perfunctory. The game is up. Australia are about to crown their week with a trophy, a second trophy, a second tournament win after a series win over the Futsal Whites in Wellington. They're about to lift the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational for 2013. Symington. 12.3 seconds to go. Mohammed may as well have a shot. Futsal, a growing sport throughout the world, a growing sport in Oceania. And it's all over. Australia have won. They've defeated Malaysia by 4 goals to 1. They are the OFC Futsal Champions Invitational 2013. They've deserved it thoroughly. Disappointment for Malaysia, but they've thrilled us all week, both teams. Some outstanding individuals in that Australian team. Sito, Daniel Fogarty, Wade Giovanali's impressed, Chris Zebalos. But the Malaysians can take the appreciation of their supporters. The Majestic Tigers haven't roared tonight. We can now go sideline. Olivier Hook is with the Malaysian technical advisor.
It was really hard against Australia. We did the difference in the last 6-7 minutes.
Yes, I think the first half we start better the game. We score, but we have more opportunities. After the time, my team is start to play better and equaled the game in the first half. The second half, I think we have more control of the game. I have a lot of opportunities to score. It started with power play. The first action, my team have a mistake in the organization of the power play. They score, and you try. You have a lot of opportunities. After you have also the game is a little bit crazy in the end. After you try power play, also it's not possible. It's the victory for Australia. I think is all.
Thank you, and congratulations for your tournament.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Futsal Roos enjoying the moment. They are the champions. And here's why. Cooper's goal to give Australia a 2-1 lead. Broke the backs of Malaysia. It was a fine strike. And look what it meant to them. Mohammed hit the upright. Fawzal Mohammed beats Dean Lockhart, beats Constantino, and nearly hits Adam Cooper. And then look at this goal from Wade Giovanali. Fogarty with another delicate touch. And Australia were on their way. Toby Sito put the icing on the cake for coach Stephen Knight. And the Futsal Roos, winners of the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational for 2013. So a winning coach will have plenty to say. Stephen Knight, Futsal Roos boss, is with Olivia Hook.
Stephen, congratulations. What a coaching. You decide to replace the goalkeeper and it makes a difference at the end of the match.
Yeah, I thought we were under a little bit of pressure. Malaysia had turned turned from half time and had the ascendancy, and we had a little bit of foul trouble. So I thought maybe to sit them back a little bit and give our players a little bit of a spell, and it paid off.
It was a bet, and you win this bet.
Yeah, hedged the bet. I want to win the game, so go in to win every game and to be as competitive as what we can. Obviously, it's a tactic used. I threw the dice, and this time it come up okay.
And after winning 2-1, you press high pressure. You still give pressure to the team.
Yeah, no one likes to take the space away from them. Obviously, they can make better decisions. So the game plan was to try to take the decisions away from them, to force them into error. So the players responded really well. I wasn't happy with some of the body contact, but I'm happy now.
Yeah, I guess. Last word regarding this tournament in Oceania Football Confederation.
I think the island nations have got great athletic ability, agility, speed, which could match any Asian country, and with a little bit more tactical understanding of the players and tactical understanding from the coaches. I think there's a big future for OFC.
Thank you very much, and congratulations for this big win.
Thank you very much.
Stephen Knight, a happy man, and why not? The Futsaroos have swept all before them, and they are the winners of the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational 2013. Some Malaysian supporters still hanging around, but the Malaysian players, as you can see from that image, it's a difficult pill to swallow. But the supporters have stayed loyal, they've remained behind. Well, the trophy presentation is yet to come, and Malaysia So Malaysia as runners-up. We will also have for you the various individual awards for this tournament, from Fair Play to Golden Ball. So Paul Tui, OFC Futsal and Beach Soccer Development Officer, and my co-commentator will be doing the presenting with David Payne, New Zealand Football Futsal Development Manager. But what a tournament we've witnessed. We've seen so many developments in the sport in Oceania during this past week, from the encouraging signs shown by New Zealand Invitational, some brave performances from New Caledonia, Tahiti taking Malaysia to penalties, and Vanuatu giving Australia a real fright for a good part of half an hour of their game, and the Solomon Islands losing to New Zealand. Who would have picked that? 7-3, and it took the Solomon Islands the better part of 3 days to come right after that. These are the trophies: OFC Fair Play, the Golden Ball, Golden Boot, and the Golden Glove. Be interesting to see where some of these awards go. Paul and I had our own opinions. Angelo Constantino was high up in our estimations as a contender for the Golden Glove. Another man was Ronan Yuzen from New Caledonia. If you're going to pick a goal of the tournament, this wouldn't be too far off either. Adam Cooper. It was the goal that broke Malaysian backs. Giovanni latched on to this ball from Daniel Fogarty. So your match officials also recognised Campbell Kirkwar, Francis Cucurullo, a relative newcomer. Chris Sinclair, the three Kiwis, and the Solomon Islands timekeeper Rex Kamusu. Shamsul Zamri was one of the outstanding performers from Malaysia, looking rather pensive. Dylan Manicum of New Zealand has picked up the Golden Boot Award. He's had an outstanding tournament. Coach Scott Gilligan told me he wished he had two players like him. No wonder Dylan Manicum take a bow. He is the Golden Boot. Well, this for me was expected. Constantino was marvellous for the Futsal Roos throughout the week. He deserves the accolade.
Thank you, Angela. And now the Golden Ball Award goes to number 7 of Australia, Toby Sito.
And his skipper joins him. The Golden Ball. 2 goals in the final. They almost bumped heads and shared a joke. But Toby Sito deserved it.
And now, please, we now acknowledge the runners-up of the OFC Futsal Championship.
And now Malaysia.
Asian Football Confederation, the team of Malaysia.
And what a cheer they get. A wonderful team. They're a team that is on an upward trajectory. This is a minor setback in the bigger picture for them. Players like Shamsul Zamri, Khairul Modbarin have thrilled us all week. It's been a pleasure to have them in New Zealand, have them in Oceania. Kaiser Abdul Kadir is another. Goalkeeper Firas Razali.
Thank you, Malaysia, and we wish you a safe trip back home. And now,
And the moment that we've been waiting for.
Australia, please, can you make your way?
The Futsal Roos.
You are the champions of OFC Futsal.
They've dominated all before them. 11 wins out of 11 games over the last year. 2 series wins over New Zealand. And a tournament win here. Wonderful stuff. The emergence of players like Mark Symington, Adam Cooper. The wizardry of Daniel Fogarty. He really stepped up to a different level tonight. And of course, players like Dean Lockhart who have been around the course time and time again. Wade Giovanali played a key role in the win tonight. And Dan Fulton, who will be extremely used to winning trophies on New Zealand soil. They have the trophy. They are the champions. Australia have beaten Malaysia here today. Happy faces, and they deserve it. Toby Sito and his team can be proud of their efforts. It's been a pleasure to describe the action for you at the OFC Futsal Championship Invitational 2013. We now say a fond farewell to our viewers through OFC TV, Summit Sports, TTV in the Solomon Islands. And on behalf of my colleague Paul Tui and myself, Gordon Glenn Watson, wherever you are in the world, we wish you a very well, and we'll catch you again next time.